live in a world where you are the target. The fear around you and at you spreads faster than facts. Speculation spreads faster than reporting. And insider knowledge has become the cheapest way to look important. The pretenders you see online are now everywhere. Pretenders don't need access. Pretenders don't need experience. Pretenders don't need credibility. Their expertise is pretending, pure and simple. They just need a camera and the confidence to pretend that they know something that you and the rest of the world doesn't. Let's start with the first group, the young pretenders, the young intel creators, the ones who speak like they're plugged in to classified channels, but they get their information from the same public news sources as everyone else, including some that are certainly dubious. They read a headline, they skim a Telegram post, they scroll a Twitter thread, and suddenly it becomes, my sources are telling me, or I'm hearing from people on the ground, or the infamous, this is unconfirmed, but they don't have sources, or if they do, it's probably a relative or friend in the back room. They have scripts written by the algorithm because the algorithm rewards being first, being dramatic, being certain, even when you have no idea what you're talking about in terms of absolutely verified facts. These creators aren't informed, they're performing, and the performance pays views, followers, sponsorships, status. Attention is the new rank, and they have their stripes and bars, most of them bought at the five and dime. Other than headline news, their expertise is self-flagellation. And then we have the older experts. The youngsters aren't the only ones playing the game. The second group, older, more polished, more decorated maybe, the retired military analysts. Some of them are truly credible. Some of them speak from experience. Some of them don't need scripts because they lived the reality. They speak directly to the camera and call a spade a spade. But others have turned their rank into a brand. They appear on networks, they appear on podcasts, they appear on live streams. And they're not there to inform, they're there to perform because they're paid to talk. It's their annual contract to be the resident expert and mouthpiece, to dramatize. They're paid to align with the outlet that writes them their paycheck, paid to keep fear alive. They predict doom, they exaggerate losses, they overstate threats, they act like every day is the brink of collapse, not because it's true, but because it's profitable. They're not analysts, they're performers with rank. If you line up all their performances and shuffle them, it would still be the same deck of cards because that's what their employer wants. The nastier and dirtier and more fearful the script is, the better. And then we have the real experts. Let's be clear, not everyone with a uniform is a mouthpiece. Some retired generals and officers speak plainly, calmly, without theatrics, without exaggeration. They don't chase views, they don't chase drama, they don't chase attention. They just try to share the facts. They speak from knowledge, from experience, from leadership and respect, from reality. And because they don't sensationalize, they get buried by the ones who do. Real expertise is quiet. Take it or leave it at your own risk. Fake news, fake expertise is loud. It will get shoved down your throat day after day, night after night, with high makeup and posture, with no embarrassment. We have two groups, the young pretenders, the old paid analysts, both from the dark side of their own doing. Different ages, different backgrounds, different motivations. Follow your instincts. You can tell when someone's putting on a show. You can tell when someone is yapping about make-believe facts. It's the same incentive with performers. Fear pays, drama pays, pretending pays. Fear gets clicks. Clicks get reach. Clickbait. Reach gets money. Money gets more fear. It's a cycle, a machine, a business model. And once you're inside, the truth becomes optional because the truth doesn't trend, but panic does. And so we have the consequence. And here's the cost. A public that thinks they're being informed, but they're getting fake news all the time. It's becoming the headline, and the real information gets drowned out by the noise. People aren't watching the analysis. They're watching improv. It's predictable, like on some of the nightly talk shows. There's no honest sharing of information. It's one side trying to make themselves look real good by making the other side look real bad. And the scariest part, most viewers can't tell the difference. They get sucked in, and often they buy in. This isn't about Iran. It's not about geopolitics. It's not about sides. It's about the business model of pretending to know things, a model where young creators chase clout by acting like insiders, and older analysts seeking a sustaining paycheck acting like all-seeing prophets of doom, a model where fear is profitable, drama is rewarded, and credibility, it's optional. Because the attention economy, the adhering to the truth, is just another casualty. And the people who profit from pretending, young and old, they have no incentive to stop. At Greed MRI, we scan the world for hidden greed so you don't get played by the story behind the spotlight. Join us every day for our short and long videos on key topics, and as always, subscribe for free.